What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and tonight we're going to be talking about today's updates in COD 2.0, some new reveals, and even more. Definitely stay tuned. But before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, drop a like, and also I want to thank every single one of you guys for tuning in to my live reaction to today's PlayStation Showcase event. There were quite a few gameplay reveals, trailers, and other announcements that I had a good time reacting to. I know Sony went ahead and revealed a new PlayStation handheld cloud gaming device, which looks wild, and even some brand new earbuds to go along with their collection of accessories for the PlayStation 5 lineup. Kind of want to cop a PSVR 2 for some of the upcoming releases that are going to be coming out in the next year or so. Let me know how you felt about today's showcase event down below in the comments. The Spider-Man gameplay was also fantastic. I remember in 2018 streaming Spider-Man 1 here on the main channel before Black Ops 4 came out, which is wild. But if you guys are wondering what's going on with any Call of Duty specific reveals at big events like a PlayStation Showcase, like a Summer Games Fest, well, we know Sony and Activision still have the deal for Call of Duty, so at any one of the upcoming Sony events that do happen, whether it's a state of play, whether it's whatever, Call of Duty could make an appearance. You never know, but Activision is set to be a partner for the upcoming Summer Games Fest event at the beginning of June, and that event is happening during the launch week of Season 4, or right around that time at least, so wouldn't be surprised if they use that opportunity to show a Season 4 cinematic trailer, a gameplay reveal, some type of overview of the new Warzone map that's been rumored for Season 4, which is called Vandal, so we'll probably end up seeing a Call of Duty announcement at some point then. But if you're like, what about a announcement in regards to the new Call of Duty game? Well, as of this past week, 12 years ago this past week I should say, Modern Warfare 3 was revealed back in 2011 from Sledgehammer and Infinity Ward. Ironically, it's rumored that Sledgehammer is working on a new Modern Warfare 3, a direct sequel to this game, which is coming out, I believe, on November the 10th. So I do think it's possible at any upcoming gaming event or just randomly in upcoming weeks, we could end up seeing a logo reveal for that game, even though Insider Gaming is claiming that the full reveal for Modern Warfare 3 is within Warzone, and that's taking place at some point in August. So they might just pull a Modern Warfare 2 from last year, reveal the logo to us, a small bit of information, and then tell us that the full gameplay reveal and story cinematic is coming at some point at the end of the summer within a live event in Warzone 2.0. And shall I remind you that the original Modern Warfare 3 was the only Infinity Ward game with a theater mode, so I'm curious if we'll ever see a new version of theater mode inside of COD 2.0 in a game that isn't led by Treyarch. Now, tonight's video is sponsored by Software Keep. Software Keep provides digital software products including Windows 10, 11, Microsoft Offices, and antiviruses for much cheaper than retail price. If you're in need of Office or other softwares, you can browse their site as you can see on screen. The average customer saves 25% off their purchase, as Microsoft often overcharges. What's also great is that you receive lifetime year-round protection on all purchases, as Microsoft only provides monthly or even yearly subscriptions. You can buy softwares once and use them forever because they're worth it. They offer digital keys with top-notch 24/7 customer support with a 30-day money-back guarantee, whereas Microsoft doesn't even have a refund policy. Now, all your purchases are secured and safe with lifetime product guarantees. They have over 100,000 customers which rated their service 5 stars, so you can join them today by checking out the special link down below in this video's description or the pinned comment, and thank you to Software Keep for sponsoring tonight's video. But today they released brand new playlist updates across multiplayer and Warzone, starting off with regular MWII. We have Gunfight, Alboran Hatchery 24/7, Hardcore Hatchery 24/7, which is awesome to see. We also have Cranked, and then Shipment Extended. So we had Shoot the Ship as of the last week and a half, and like you guys always tell me, it's like 90% Shoe House and 10% Shipment, which gets very, very frustrating. If only it was an even 50% split between those two maps. It's just not though, but we did get Shipment Extended back in the game, which is great for those that want to finish their in-game challenge events. They want to do some camel grinding, whatever the case is there, take advantage of Shipment while it's in a 24/7 playlist. And then for Warzone, drop into Ranked Play Beta Trios. We also have Plunder Quads still in the game, BR Quads, Trios, and Duos, and then Resurgence Ashika Quads, Ashika Duos, and Massive Resurgence Trios and Massive Resurgence Solos over on Al Mazrah. Now, if you guys are looking for any camel grinding assistance for Polyatomic and Orion, feel free to hit up COD Peter over on Twitter. His link is down below in this video's description. But now when it comes to today's patch notes, we have globally, UI and UX adjusted pickup weapon prompt to no longer overlap with the kill feed. Bug fixes now. Fix tracking for Cronin Squall Mastery challenges, finally, right? Fix an issue where splashes for some GS Magna unlocks was not displaying. Fix an issue where pressing back or escape when in the store tab would not take the player back to weapon select in the loadout menu. Address some issues with navigation and flow of the battle pass, and then fix an issue where ranked play wins were not tracking correctly on gun screens. Then UI and UX again, fix some issues where the tooltip message would not disappear correctly. Fix the throwing star icon to display correctly in the kill feed. Also fix an issue where the locked icon was not correctly displaying in drop zone, and fixed a visibility issue with the bomb icon in S&D. Regular multiplayer bug fixes fixes. Fix an issue causing player usernames and levels to overlap on the scoreboard in Ground War. Fix an invalid bomb pickup location in Cyber Attack on Paleo's Lighthouse that could cause a crash for some players. Fix an issue where some players could not leave a private match of CDL Hardpoint. Fix an issue that caused zombie players and infected to be able to cut their chutes and attack human players from the air. Added several adjustments to improve enemy combatant behavior, especially arrival via helicopter and invasion on Rohan oil fields. Then fix an issue where CDL rules and effect splash was appearing while matchmaking for face-off. Spec Ops now bug fixes. Fix an issue where players were unable to load into cooperative missions after acquiring a secure backpack in DMZ. Very strange problem at the beginning of Season 3 Reloaded. Warzone 2.0 recently updated. Mitigate a known disconnect issue in DMZ. Address frequency of Battle Royale final circles over water. Fix an issue affecting FPS for some players at the start of matches and when editing loadouts. Then a bunch of changes for rank play there. Restricted a bunch of different optics. Restricted these 2 kill streaks, cluster mines, and bomb drones. Restricted the global text chat social feature and updated the SR skill rating system. Updated final placement SR and updated the placement SRs for top 40, 30, 20, 10, and even 5. But then bug fixes right there also coming in from Treyarch, as you could see, fixing issues that prevented players utilizing weapon tuning. Players able to obtain rocks in the new Gulag, that got fixed, and other issues with portions of the post-match flow and the Warzone ranked trios description to loop around. Lastly, for DMZ, fix an issue where players can navigate to view profile from the squad missions in-game menu, an issue in which the black key cards inside the Koshai complex was only dropping in used condition and not pristine or unused. Fix an issue in which killing the Vulture boss first would cause the doors to the stairwell to not unlock upon killing the Rusher in Koshai complex. And lastly, added a call out for when indicate when the Rhinoceros boss is regenerating health. Now, I did post a bonus video very early this morning covering one of the updates nobody out there's really talking about with Season 3 Reloaded, and that's the addition of a new Spec Ops mission in the form of Defender Hafid Port. It's pretty cool, right? Changes the weather and dynamic a little bit over on this portion of Al-Mazrah, and it's a bit of a hybrid between like Battlefield Conquest, S&D, and regular MWIII survival. It's a pretty fun mission for at least one completion that you can also get some free Spec Ops stars from, but there is a blueprint you can get for whatever reason for free. It's an ISO Hemlock featuring a purple optic and tracer rounds. Let me know if you guys recognize this blueprint anywhere else in the game that you can somehow magically get here in the Spec Ops mission. I thought it was fun just playing through the mission with Sean over there on stream, as you guys probably saw, and let me know how you guys feel about what could be a free blueprint that eventually is coming to another bundle or another part of the game at some point in the future. You can use it right now for free over in Spec Ops. But I do hope we end up seeing more Spec Ops support for the remainder of Modern Warfare 2's life cycle, even if it's a mission or two with every new season. Something extra that's canon to the story, has a cutscene, offers some cool gameplay opportunities on existing portions of Al-Mazrah, or it could be Las Almas, whatever the case is there. Totally on board with more support for every single game mode that is offered in Modern Warfare 2. Also, as a big reminder, from May 25th to May 28th, some really cool rewards are going to be offered by watching CDL and linking your Activision and Twitch accounts together. One of the rewards is one of the craziest looking free blueprints for, I believe that's the 74U, and it's likely going to be animated. That's going to be wild, and it's a little similar to the animated camo we got from beating the 3rd raid episode over on Veteran. It's going to be something similar like that, and I hope it's animated. It gives me heavy Into the Void vibes from Black Ops 3. Take advantage of this free event, and obviously with every CDL event that happens, you're able to get free rewards, but very rarely do you get a really sharp looking blueprint or a camo or something that can even be animated. So make sure you guys link your accounts together as of this upcoming weekend and pick up that free 74U blueprint. Now, according to Charlie Intel now, this was shared on a recent episode of their podcast, Update Requires Restart, it was said that Rebirth Island is indeed coming to Warzone Mobile, and I know leaks about that just surfaced as of a couple of weeks ago, suggesting that Rebirth was coming back at some point in Season 4, and it was confirmed though by Charlie Intel as well that Rebirth is not coming to Warzone 2.0. And I'm not really surprised about this, since a couple of months ago, literal gameplay leaked out of Rebirth on Warzone Mobile, so whenever people out there were reporting on Rebirth being added to the files and how it was something that's coming soon, right away I thought of Warzone Mobile, because I'm like, why would they really add Rebirth to Warzone 2.0? They have other Resurgence maps in development, they have Las Almas in development, other Warzone maps are coming to Warzone 2, and either way, if they add Rebirth to Warzone 2's app, I'd be like, alright, the movement's different, the gameplay foundation is a bit different, people out there wouldn't be happy anyway, so might as well leave that in the past, or at the very most, add it into Warzone Mobile along with any other vaulted Warzone maps, and then leave Warzone 2.0 for newer experiences and new maps that play well with the current systems that are in place for COD 2.0. But lastly, in a recent interview with Dexerto, Infinity Ward did tell him how they exactly designed maps maps for Call of Duty, saying they focus on maps working in TDM, domination, and S&D first. The quote is, "We use TDM, S&D, and Dom as kind of the scaffolding, and the other ones, we kind of do the best we can to fit them in. There's a lot of different game modes that fit in there, but as long as we hit those three, those are the big three that engage the most, we kind of make do with the others." And I actually agree with that statement, but some people out there might be upset with this because they might prefer Hardpoint or Kill Confirmed or Free For All or some other modes out there, which I understand, but I do believe that as long as they make sure TDM, Dom, and S&D play well on the multiplayer maps, it's almost a given they'll probably play well in the other modes as well. So I have no issue with this statement here, but I definitely want to say, in terms of multiplayer specifically, I do hope, at least with Modern Warfare 3 this fall, a good focus goes into the multiplayer and a good balance does happen where you have a dedicated dev team just working on the multiplayer and then different teams working on the Warzone, another team on the zombies, whatever the other mode is. Want to make sure the multiplayer gets a healthy amount of updates. If you're going to add remasters in, do it, but make sure there's also original maps added in as well as often as possible, and also have it to where we're not waiting multiple seasons to get basic features, modes, or ideas that we already had and had to wait for in previous Call of Duty games, especially from the same developers. So let's hope that future seasons are utilized in a smart way for multiplayer, where we're seeing actual new and original content being added each season, not content that's being drip fed that we have to wait for each and every year. But that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave our thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on today's updates in COD 2.0, the patch notes, playlist updates, the new reveals from Sony and the PlayStation Showcase, and everything else we discussed? Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.